Welcome to Microsoft Excel Made Easy. In this video, we'll be looking at cell referencing in Excel, paying particular attention to relative cell referencing with examples. Now, the question is, what is relative cell referencing? Relative cell referencing is the most widely used type of cell referencing in formulas. Relative cell referencing are basic cell referencing that adjust and change when copied or when using AutoFill. So it can adjust or change when copied across a row or down a column. On our screen here is a catering invoice that shows menu items as well as the unit prices, the quantity, and the line total. So to find the line total, what we just have to do is to multiply the unit price and the quantity. You go ahead to hit what? Equal to unit price multiplied by what? The quantity. The multiplication sign asterisk is gotten by hitting the shift down and pressing the 8 key. Then you hit what? Enter. And it should bring up the total for you. Pay attention to what is happening on the formula bar. It says what? B4 multiplied by C4 is what gives you the answer. Now, because the cell is referenced relatively, when this formula is copied down the column, you notice that it changes. All right. Now, if I should copy this formula down this column by taking my mouse button to the bottom right corner of this particular cell and I drag down, you'll notice that what? The answer and the formula will change accordingly, and it will change correctly. Also, the next cell will be what? B5 multiplied by what? C5. Let us quickly fill these formulas down the column, and you should see that it fills automatically with our answers. Now pay attention. So going to the next formula, you will notice that what? It shows what? B6 multiplied by C6, and the next formula shows what? B7 multiplied by C7, and it goes B8 multiplied by C8. This formulas changes because these cells have been referenced relatively. So B8 is relatively cell referenced and C8 is relatively cell referenced. So whenever they are used in a formula, they change when this formula is copied down a column or across a row. Hope this helps. Now, the second example we are going to be looking at is even more easier to relate with. This is an Excel table. So this table shows the names of some people as well as their pay before tax, the tax amounts, and their take home. So to get the take home, what you just need to do is to subtract the tax amount from the pay before tax. Now hitting what? Equal to this minus this will give you what? Your take home. So if we go ahead to replicate this down the column, you notice that we'll get these answers accordingly. Another way to replicate quickly is to just bring your mouse to the bottom right corner of this cell and double click, and it will fill it up automatically for you. That is, the autofill will be done for you. Now notice what happens in our formula bar. When we go down, you notice that the next formula will be what? B8 minus C8. Going down, the next formula will be what? B9 minus C9. So this is so because these cells have been referenced relatively. Hope this makes sense. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead to like and subscribe to this our YouTube channel. Also turn on your notification bell to be the first to know when we drop videos like this. On our next video, we'll be explaining what absolute cell referencing is with examples. Excel made easy.